I'll tell you what, I've got somebody really interesting today. I think you're going to know who it is. Anyone in South West London is going to know exactly who this is. Anyone in the Barnes area, or the Richmond area, or Twickenham area is going to know. Right, here he is. It's the White Rabbit. Oh, it's lovely to have you here. Please come and sit down, Rabbit. That's lovely. Please come and sit down. Oh, oh my God, you're sitting on another little... Look, isn't it wonderful? Now this is a performance artist in actual fact, and his real name is Spike McClaritty. Enter Spike! Oh, Spike, it's a pleasure to have you here today. Come and sit down. It must be very hot under there.
It certainly is.
Oh, it's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful vision. Now, Spike is a performance artist, a duration performance artist who performs for long periods of time. It's an art installation, really. I'm going to really ask him everything because obviously it's fantastic. He's a local neighbour of mine and getting quite famous, actually. Not just as the Rabbit, but the Rabbit is really the thing that started his public. The public started to notice the Rabbit because the Rabbit used to actually sit on the first of every month. As tradition has it, white rabbits. You see white rabbits, it's supposed to be very good luck on the first day of the month. So Spike would sit as the Rabbit on Barnes Bridge Station and wave at all the commuters and the children and people going to school, which obviously brings quite a lot. I mean, obviously, although it's an art installation and it is a duration performance, it actually brings a lot of joy to people, a lot of happiness, and it certainly made people realise the old folklore as well, and you know the ancient things of luck. And I think you did it really to make people feel lucky on that first day of the month.
I think it was fluke actually. What happened was a friend of mine spent 6 months trying to convince me to do the first of the month. And I thought, I don't really want to do it. And then when I did do it, the idea was to do a calendar. So I'd do it for a whole year. So I go travelling every year from...
You've got to do a calendar.
A calendar.
You've got to do a calendar.
I've got the photos now. And this is just going to fall off.
Yeah, take it off. That's it. This is Spike McClaritty.
So I sat religiously from 7 till 8 AM on the same stretch of wall by Barnes Bridge. Opposite was Riverside Flats, I think, and a friend of mine who's an artist photographed it from her window. So
interesting
that's where
shot.
I sat. So,
are those the ones that I've seen for the paper, or the newspaper must have done their own shots?
The one like that, the famous shot, that was one of the photos. So, I mean, the year was up. I'd just come back from Japan.
Which year was
Halloween?
2016?
Yeah, 2 years ago. So,
2016. How long were you in Japan?
I travelled for a month. I sort of performed there and worked with other artists and did do White Rabbit at, was it Club 333 or something? Tokyo Tower.
Right.
So I performed with the Japanese band.
People can actually look this up as well on your website.
Yeah, I'm White Rabbit Facebook or what's the other one? SpikeMcClarity.com.
That's it. Spike
or just type in Spike McClarity and you'll get all the press stuff. So what happened was I got back from Japan and it was the last day because 12 months was up. But my friend had moved since I was away. So she then came with her camera. I stood up like that. She took a photo, but unaware behind her was a cricket journalist, Elizabeth Amon.
Right.
And she took the same photo and tweeted it before I knew what twitting was, or tweeting. Or
2016, it wasn't,
I wasn't so much into social media. So another friend of mine, artist, Facebooked me, said that you've gone viral. I said, what do you mean viral? I've got virus. And he said, can I put your name? And he did, and then Evening Standard got in touch.
It's exciting, actually.
And then I had to make a choice. Should I let the papers, international papers have it, or a local paper? So I rang London Borough of Richmond, London Borough, was it? Richmond Twickenham Times.
Yeah.
And said, do you want it? And so what happened is all the other press took it from their side.
So they syndicated the article.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you think that would have been in hindsight? Would you have rather? Do you think you did the right thing by keeping it local? That
Yeah,
it's very
because it went worldwide.
yeah.
So like the Sun, the Guardian,
Yeah.
the Mail, all these different types of papers took it from the Evening Standard, took it from my Facebook, and took it from the local paper.
Yeah.
So
when was it that Boris Johnson, because that's a very famous picture of you with Boris, he came to see you? Did he watch you do your performance?
No, what happened was Zach Goldsmith, who's
was our local Richmond Park.
Yeah, but he lives he's my local.
Is your neighbour, yeah.
So he was talking at a rally against the Heathrow Airport.
Yeah, absolutely.
And,
I was there too.
And my friend got me to go up, to put your rabbit costume and go up. So when I went there, in sort of a park near the Wetland Centre, Giles Brandreth was talking and then grabbed me up on stage. So I was sitting up on the platform and Zach came and everybody was waiting for Boris. And then suddenly everybody ran away, all the press all ran away because Boris arrived. So I went down, pushed the press out of the way, walked to the middle of Boris and Zach, pulled them apart, pulled them to me.
Quite a political statement.
Yeah, and all I could hear is Boris go, who's that, who's that? Because obviously, you know...
Somebody he should have known. He obviously hadn't been reading the papers.
Well...
Because, I mean, it's not a children's comedian, you're not a children's
that was the very first outing in the press.
Right, oh well,
So
yeah.
it really was
a political... the rabbit was actually making a political local statement.
It just happens accidentally.
The rabbit's gone on being quite...
But I love what the press
Which
did.
I like.
They did photographs of Boris Johnson, myself, or White Rabbit, and similar haircuts.
Yeah.
So that picture keeps popping up.
Yeah.
As does the one with Zach Goldsmith.
Yeah.
And I do have ones with Joe Brand, Lily Savage's alter ego, Paul O'Grady.
Paul, yeah.
And
You still call him Lily.
No.
You still remember down the Vauxhall Tavern.
Yes, and he just burst into laughter.
Yeah, he got it.
Yeah.
He got it, he understood the political, there is, not a political agenda, that sounds terrible, there's a political aspect that the rabbit will feel very strongly by being a performance artist, by being something that some people would consider to be vermin, a rabbit, a rodent. It's quite interesting that there's, it's interesting. Now you were obviously graduated from Kingston University as a wonderful, everything happens in Kingston. It's the best place in the world. If you haven't been to Kingston, come to Kingston, Middlesex, as opposed to Kingston, Jamaica, but it's beautiful. I was born down there, I was born at Kingston Hospital, and it's a very arty place, it's lovely, it's very down to earth, and you did your BA
at Kingston
in
Knights Park. I think I graduated 2010, and hence I was due to go over to Paris on a friendship thing, and a friend of mine, a Japanese artist, was over. So the day before my graduation, ran up to Angels in off Charing Cross Road.
Angels and Berman, costumes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was trying to get ears and a fob, and it was really hard to get. And I said, "You don't do a rabbit's costume, do you?" Well, actually, I got this one and put it on and went.
So was this your BA? Was it part of your BA?
No, but then they like to claim it.
I think it came later, didn't it?
Yeah,
it grew out of.
It grew from that because the next day I had to go straight to Paris to this suburb Paris called Repec. And then hence the rabbit was born, and then I spent 5 hours wandering around Paris, going on the underground, just matter of fact, and there was a point near the Eiffel Tower, all these amazing Tibetan monks just appeared and took selfies with the white rabbit, and then as I left them, there was 8 or 9 police with guns. And they grabbed me and took photos, but I wasn't allowed one of those photos.
No.
But I still treasure the Tibetan one. But the contrast between.
Are you a Buddhist?
I'm ecumenical. So that's, for those who don't know what ecumenical is, it's embrace and accept all religions.
Lovely. Now, tell me about, is it where Paris the rabbit started to wear the burkini?
It was, yeah, well...
Was it on that trip, or was it just
No, what happened was I have friends who are Muslims, and there was something on the outskirts of Paris. You had a woman was made to strip off.
That's right, take off her hijab, yeah.
Yeah, but actually she wasn't wearing much. She was just wearing just clothing, and so I was going to go over, and I managed to find a burkini.
Yeah.
And then by that time it was a bit too late to do it. So I sort of embraced it as part of the festive month and sat with a burkini and saying with a big red heart saying, you know...
freedom of expression for all.
Yeah.
Exactly. Culture.
Absolutely.
Everybody for their own culture and their own...
You know, this is your voice, and we all find a way of speaking or saying something. And as a rabbit, I don't actually speak.
Yes, you don't say anything as a rabbit, so it's all very visual. It's a visual art installation, and it's an installation.
Yeah. I think one of my longest durational performances.
Because you do a lot of other things.
Oh, do yeah.
I mean, especially the ones I find very creepy and very thought provoking is there's a rabbit on my head.
Oh yes, that was to do with Mental Health Week.
And wasn't that exactly what it was? It was exactly about mental health. Things can seem normal, you have to watch it. It's on spikemcclaritty.com. It's on YouTube as well, on your YouTube. It's really good. It's very powerful, and you watch it right to the end. So you got some gigs booked, or you're just going to...
Well, what, over there or just generally? We're going to stay with a friend. I put a little note on Facebook saying for friends and people I've crossed paths with, I'm going to be there.
That's lovely.
And hopefully there's a lovely Chinese photographer I collaborated with in China. And he's
when were you in China?
In 2009.
Oh gosh.
Collaborating.
So that's while you were still at Kingston?
Yeah.
After Kingston you went on to Brighton, didn't you?
Eventually,
Did you do a postgrad?
I did a master's there and in performance.
How long did that take?
Just a year.
So that was performance and...
visual practice. So a lot of it was actually looking at my practice as a performance artist, where in the kind of UK I kind of get criticised that a lot of my work's theatrical. So I cross the dressing up. Most live art performers predominantly are naked or bleeding or screaming, and I dress up as a rabbit. If you want to do something different, wear clothes.
I've got the rabbit brooch.
Yes, and that's lovely.
Handmade. Now the scarf was handmade by. Tell us.
One of my biggest fans. She's 92.
It's beautiful.
And took her 2 months to knit this.
It's absolutely treasured.
Look at that.
It's treasured. It's lovely, Spike.
No, I love it. I've got another one as well. That a neighbour. People like making me scarves. So if you're good at knitting, send it to this lovely woman and she'll pass it.
I will. But then the waistcoat. Tell us about this.
Oh well. Someone found this in a charity shop.
I love this patchwork. I love this organic patchworking,
quilting. And there is a rodent on it.
It's just beautiful.
There's
a mouse.
Yeah, and butterflies inside. And I think it's Chinese, and it's absolute. And this became
silk. It's beautiful.
Okay.
Silk. Gosh, you must be hot in there.
So anyway, yes.
It's wonderful. So what are your plans? I mean, it's summertime now. Have you got any what tell us, where can people come to see you? Obviously they can contact you on spikemcclaritty.com. How can they reach out to you if people want to reach out to you? And what about if people wanted to book you? Or
it's a strange thing. It's I don't get booked because it's just alive and it just happens. My other performance stuff, either contact me via the I White Rabbit Facebook and put a message and I'll get in touch. I'm going off to the Philippines in end of September to meet another performance artist and hopefully do lectures and workshops, and then I fly from Japan. So then I'll go back to Japan for the 1st of October for 3 weeks, and then hopefully work with other artists in the mountains.
This is so exciting. The mountains. I mean, you mean the mountain?
No, not Fuji, but you know, up in the trees and the hills.
How exciting. Spike, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you here today. I mean, really, I'm hoping people have really enjoyed meeting Spike. You're going to see a lot more of him. We're going to grab him whenever we can. He's very busy. Obviously, feel free to follow him and for updates and to reach out and enjoy what he does and to understand and to. I mean, it's very. I don't know, I feel very full. My cup feels very full. I've really enjoyed having you here. It's been a real pleasure. Thank you, Spike.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you.
Cheers.